How's it going, everyone, and welcome to Happiness Travels. We are a full-time RV living, travel nurse, homeschooling family that has been living in our fifth wheel the last 2 years as we travel around the United States. It is myself, my wife, and we have triplet 13-year-olds along with 2 dogs. Today I'm going to give you an inside tour of our 2021 Keystone Hideout 320Mbds. This is a triple bunk, 40-foot fifth wheel that we call Heidi. All right, guys, well, welcome to our home. Let me give you the grand tour of our tiny mansion on wheels. Let's go. All right, now as we make our way into the first room here, we are coming on to the dining room. This is the dining room area. Has a table that folds down. This area. It actually turns into a bed if you would like that. We've only done it one time. Kids just wanted to check it out, lay on it one night and see. But it does come in handy if you have some extra guests over and you need another place for someone to stay. And I do like how they spaced it out because it is pretty roomy. I've sat in other ones where it's really tight. You know, I'm a big dude, so it's nice having this room. 4 of us can sit here comfortably, no problem at all. It's got storage down below here. Open this guy up, full of just random stuff. This one has storage as well. No door on the side, but you can lift both benches up, either one of them, and you can put stuff down in there. And that's what we do. Works great for some storage. Got some extra outlets I put up here right next to our Wi-Fi, and that Wi-Fi actually works pretty darn well. I'll have to do a video on that later because a lot of people could use that. You work your way from the dining room down the hallway into the living room, you come to these 2 leather recliners. Look at that, just the joy of comfort you have sitting in those things. It is amazing. Over here to our right, look at this. I got a custom couch bed that I made. This thing is actually very comfortable, very nice. It is a twin mattress. I had to cut about 3 inches off the length of it right here, from the width, so the slides could both come in. Because when the slides go in, it goes right there. But this is a nice twin foam mattress. Now, there used to be a couch here, and that couch was terrible. I don't know who designs these things or what, but it was completely horrible, completely uncomfortable, and it weighed a ton. I was so surprised when I took it out of actually how much it weighed. But to give you an idea of the level of comfortness, if you just found a concrete floor and every 1.5 feet you put like a 2x4 down on the ground and then tried to lay on top of it, that's how comfortable that bed was. So you can see why we got rid of it. Well, let me show you. This isn't just a bed. So I just got to move these pillows real quick. This back cushion I hear was actually out of one of my mom's trailers that I remodeled. Check this video out right over here if you want to see her trailer from Sisters on the Fly. I did a completely remodel on her. She's got solar, all kinds of cool stuff. Cool trailer. Check it out. But anyways, that's where that came from. Okay, back to ours. So we're gonna move all this stuff here, and I lift up the mattress here, and I made this, you see the little hinges there? There's a flat spot here so it can hold there, and then this goes up. And look at that. And then we got storage down here. Now I try and keep this as light as possible. We are stationary for 2 weeks at the moment, so it's kind of got more stuff than it normally does in it. But back here is where we keep all the light stuff, paper towels, toilet paper, that kind of stuff, bicycle helmets. So really lightweight stuff back here. Because again, I don't want to have too much weight in the back of the trailer because of the bike rack, the generator, things like that. So I try and keep it as light as possible. So just light stuff, but it is really nice having that storage. When we were stationary for 3 months on one of our contracts, it's nice because then you do have extra storage to go ahead and store things while you're staying put. But then when we travel, we lighten the load in the back so it's not so rear heavy. Above the couch bed, we got some storage up there. We do not put much stuff in there. And if we do, it's super light because I don't want to add any extra weight to the back of the trailer. I already have enough weight back there. So this makes a great area back here. That way the kids can lay here. A lot of times one of them will stay out here. Sometimes both the girls will stay out here. They fit on there good, but it is really nice. My mom came on a trip with us for 2 weeks over last Christmas and stayed with us and traveled with us through Tennessee, Georgia, and all that. Had a great time, and this was the perfect place for her to stay. Nice, comfy twin bed. You might also notice up here we did a couple upgrades. Look at that. We got the DeLorean and Doc from Back to the Future.
Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Out of a DeLorean?
And right over here, we got E.T.
E.T. home phone.
All right, and just to the right of the couch bed over here, we got the entertainment system. Look at that huge movie theater screen size TV right there. And right below it, we got the surround sound down there. Got an Xbox. We even have a fireplace. Look at that. All right, then once we're done in the living room here and we work our way through the house, and we can wind up ending up here in the kitchen. Look at that. Center island, nice deep sink. And it's even got a faucet that does this. How amazing is that? And we got our map we keep on here as well, just to remind us where we've been and where else we need to go. Now, I have been to some of the other states, me and my wife, but we're only putting where Heidi, our fifth wheel, has been towed to and stayed the night. And so this is where we've been so far, 24 states. Pretty cool. Pretty quick here, though. We'll be adding some more. Can't wait. All right, we just got some storage down here underneath the sink, and then a little food pantry down here, that little cupboard as well. Down there, that little pocket right behind there is where my water heater is, which is nice because I can just pull that off. All my water heater stuff's right here. And look at this plush marble countertops. You just don't find that in every house. Look at that. Got our cook stove and microwave and stuff over here. Little cabinet with seasonings and all that kind of stuff we put over there. Believe it or not, I cook in here quite a bit. I cook more in this than I ever did in our regular house. I don't know why, but I just find myself, I cook a whole lot in here. And now that we're done here in the kitchen, we can work our way through the living room, around the bend, past the dining room, down the hallway. And here we go. Oh, look at this. We have a nice fancy shoe rack right here. And I tell you what, having a shoe rack when you come in the door, since we're living in a small space, that makes a huge difference. You gotta have a place to put your shoes. Gotta. Put all of our little stuff right here. And look at that custom fan I did. Look at this. This thing is amazing. Look at this. I made these custom mounts. These dual mounts. You can mount it this way and have it put air into the living room, dining room, kitchen area. Or what you do is, you see those two other custom mounts right there? You take it off, you switch it over here, you hit this button. Look at this automatic swinging fan. And I wait till it gets over here to this side. Boom. You make it lock. And you know why you do that? Because if you're somewhere and you don't have 50 amp hookups and you can only run one air conditioner from the generator or 30 amp hookup, you turn this fan to blow it down the hallway and up to the second floor where the master bedroom is, and then it helps suck some of the cold air from here and send it to the top story. But first, before we get to that top story, let's go take a peek at the kids' room. All right, our first door to the left, this is the kids' room. We have 1, 2, 3 beds. That's right, this is a triplet bunk bed. And it works out perfect for us since we have triplets. What were the chances of finding something like that? Can you believe that? Awesome. And that's right, we have triplets as well. So this works well, having the 3 different bunks right here. The bottom bed lifts up and that's full of storage and stuff down there. I made a little storage over here. I'm not quite done because I really didn't know exactly how I was going to finish this off. I was going to put some carpet on it. Originally, I was going to staple the top down. And, I just don't know. So they have like extra shoes and a couple extra things stuffed down in there. You can lift the top up as well. So I just haven't finished that and figured out exactly what I want to do. But over here, check this out. This is their dresser. Since there's no room to put any clothes besides stuff underneath the bed, I need something for their clothes. So I came up with this idea. Now this bin here, during the day it kind of stays up here, but nighttime it can go over, sit on there. But now you have steps. The kids have steps so they can just climb up, and Carly normally sleeps up top and she can get right up top there up to her bed. So pretty cool, huh? So they just got these little bins here that pull out and they got their clothes in there. And then there's one behind that bin and there's one behind that front bin there too, but The stairs here, man, this works out well. I cut the ladder off that was here that went down just to make room for all this. It also, they can sit on this during the day, whatever, but this has actually worked out really well. I'm glad we did that, because that gave us a lot more room so the kiddos can store all their clothes and all their stuff. So they got these little hangy things over here on the wall, which are completely overpacked, but you know what? It works. Nothing has fallen down yet, other than a hat or two. Occasionally we hit a big bump. I'll come in here and one of the cowboy hats will be on the ground, but other than that, Lexi's bed here on the bottom. We left up this reflective stuff. I actually put it up for the winter time to keep it warmer. But you know what? That stuff works great for the summertime as well. I have it on the windows out there in the living room too, where I can fold them down. I still have ones for all the windows, but this makes a huge difference. So when the sun's beating down on this side, having this there, this makes this room so much cooler. So that stuff works great in the winter and great in the summer. All right, then once you come out of the kids' bedroom, we are back here in the hallway. Right here, we'll store some of our hats and coats and stuff with all the little hangers on the wall. Now, me and my wife said after we sold our last house, which was a 2-story house, we're like, you know what? We're not getting a 2-story house again. We just want a single level, you know, with a nice wraparound porch and all that stuff. So anyways, I don't have a wraparound porch. And unfortunately, we had to go with the 2-story model. So I'm gonna take you guys up to the 2nd story, up the flight of stairs to the 2nd story where the bathroom and the master penthouse suite is. So let's work our way that way. All right, we are now up on the 2nd floor, the top story, and we're gonna go ahead in this room right here, and this is the bathroom. This is where some magic happens. All right, well, first thing you're gonna notice is a shoe rack on the door, and it is packed about as tight as you could possibly get those. But I tell you what, this thing has been bouncing down the road for many, many miles, and it has been awesome. It has worked really well. All right, well, then we work our way into the bathroom here. We got a custom stand-up, fully stand-up or sit-down shower. No tub in this model, but the shower works really well. Got our towel rack back over here above the toilet, and honestly, I thought after our first trip doing this, these towels would be all over the ground, but no, we have not dropped one yet as they've been folded up there above the toilet. Works pretty well. Got another shoe rack there that we keep more stuff in. Got our fancy mirror medicine cabinet right there. But man, I tell you what, having those shoe racks that we have, wow, that makes all the difference in the world for storage. I mean, we have underneath there pretty packed too, but we keep it full of toilet paper and things like that as well. But man, having these racks on the door and having the one behind me, that has made a huge difference as far as being able to store stuff, because I mean, I'll be honest with you, I have like 1.5 pockets on this door. Everything else is my wife and the kids. I don't know why they need so much stuff, but don't tell her I said that. Bathroom's also got a custom vent up here that you can open up. And look at that, just like that, you click a button, electronic fan comes on. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? So this spot over here, some people might sit on it, we never have. It has always been a shelf. I did install one of these custom deluxe shampoo, conditioner, body wash dispensers, and it has been filled up, I think, twice. For whatever reason, nobody can get that stuff into here. It just stays there. And this is about 1/4 of what is normally here. My wife cleaned up recently and got rid of some stuff. I don't know why women need so many things, but I'm telling you what, I ain't no joking. There's about 50 bottles that were in there before. What do you do with all that stuff? I don't know. I just let her do it. I deal with it. But I wish we could go in that little dispenser over there. I put stuff in there, no one touches it. I end up using it, and then it's just like, I feel defeated. So, we have that. Oh well. Could be a lot worse. Okay, now we're gonna make our way out of the bathroom and close the door here. Again, just reminding you, we're on the top story, the second floor. Now, we're gonna go in to the master bedroom.
What's a man got to do to get a woman like
All right, it's got closets on each side of the bed, and each one has a little drawer on each side. Now this bed here, this bed is an actual regular full-size queen bed. This thing had the RV mattress, which if you guys have ever had one of these, you know what that is. It's about this thick, you know, it's just not comfortable at all. And it's a little bit smaller. I want to say it was about the same width, but it was definitely shorter. This bed here is a good, I don't know, 6 to 10 inches longer than the previous bed. So you can see here, not tons of room to walk by, but it works. There's only 2 things happening in this room, and they both require the bed, so much rather have a nice comfort bed. Know what I mean? And over here, we have the non-walk-in huge small closet at the end of the bed here. This is where I got all the coats and some of my clothes and stuff hung up in here. It's very organized, as you can see. My side of the bed over there has the emergency escape route in case you need to pop those 2 red levers. You can do that and jump out the window if you want. Hopefully I never have to use that, or if I just feel like jumping out the window, I can. Pretty nice, huh? But you don't have that in your house. In here, laying on the bed, you can see we have our theater TV that we have back here as well. I think it measures out a whole 21 inches, which is pretty big for a bedroom. We do not watch much TV, but occasionally it is nice to have that back here. If we're just relaxing, whatever, rainy day, kids are out in the living room doing something, and we just want to chill, we got ourselves our big small screen TV back here. It is fantastic. Air conditioner on the roof up there. I had them add that when we bought this because it only had the one out there. Thank God we did, because if without that, it would be absolutely miserable in here during the summer times, because the one air conditioner, if we have to and turn the fan, it can send some air back here. Not bad, definitely helps. But when you're in 100+ degree weather, having that second air conditioner, absolutely mandatory. Must have. All right, and then as we work our way back out of the master bedroom into the hallway, past the back. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys about this. This guy right here. Let me close this door here, and I'll open the bathroom back up. But this right here, this is our little privacy curtain that we got here. So whoever's taking a shower, whatever, need more room, space to change, we have this. And then whoever's up here has this whole top floor area to go ahead and change, if we're doing a shower, all that kind of stuff. Or if we just need extra room for some place to change, you know, because this is a huge house, but on a small level. So anyways, put that back. This guy just goes here. While we're traveling, this just goes like this, doesn't go nowhere, and it works great. Now, so I just wanted to mention a couple things that I like and I don't like about this model. So a couple of things I don't like. It only has 2 slides. It only has the slides here in the living room, which is nice in the living room. It makes the living room nice and big, makes it nice room, and that's why we chose this, because we wanted a place that had a bigger living room area for us all to be versus having bigger bedrooms. So some people like bigger bedrooms, don't care about this. To us, we wanted the bigger living room, so as a family we could hang out together more and, you know, sleep where we're gonna sleep, which isn't a problem being a little smaller for us. So, but with that being said, some of the models do have slides for the kids' rooms. They have slides for the main room, which would make those rooms much bigger. So that would be nice. But anyways, we chose this and it's been working fine. But that's probably one downfall with this one, is there's not as much room in the bedrooms. So another thing that this one doesn't have that some do is the automatic leveling. You just hit the button, it's all hydraulic, it'll level you out, you're all good to go. This does not have it. This one is all electric, all mechanical jacks. So it does not level side to side. So to level this thing side to side, if you're off a little bit, you have to drive it up on some blocks or something like that to get it level. So that's another downfall for this. So those are probably the only 2 main things that I think are kind of a negative for this one, but it's got some positives. Those negatives also have a positive to them. So like the automatic leveling, yes, it doesn't have that, but there's less to go wrong. I don't have a hydraulic system. I don't have all that. I don't have anything I have to worry about failing as far as that goes. And honestly, as far as driving up on a block or something, no big deal. I've been doing that my whole life. So this is no different to me. And we come up with some crazy ideas sometimes, because most of the time I don't unhook from the truck. It's hooked up, so sometimes I gotta lift the truck, lift the trailer, do whatever, but that doesn't bother me. It's not that bad, and there's less to worry about with it breaking. And the same goes for the slides, only having 2 slides. Since I only have 2 slides, I only have 2 slides to worry about. The more slides you have, the more problems you could have. And typically when you go to those other slides that are in the bedroom, they're a different style of slide, and they have those little funny tracks that go down the side, or they're a cable. And those seem to have all kinds of problems. Both these slides that I have here, if you've seen any of the other videos I had when we were traveling around, I had some issues with the slides going in and out and locking up and things like that. Anyways, these have easy adjustments, and they're all like on 2-inch kind of receiver hitch material. So they're super strong, which I really like, and they seem really easy to maintain and fix if there is a problem. Unlike the cables and those other ones that seem to have problems, and I've actually seen pictures where some of those slides have fallen completely out. That's crazy. So another plus to a negative is not as many slides, but not as many problems to worry about. This has worked great for the last 2 years as we've been traveling around the United States, doing our travel contracts for the nursing that my wife does, and just enjoying and seeing as much of the country as we can. And this has been great. We use our 2015 Ram 3500 dually truck to tow this. That has been amazing as well. Plenty of power, no complaints there whatsoever. All right, well, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you follow along, subscribe, and follow along on our journeys as we do a bunch more travel and nurse stuff and many other things along the way. I like filming locations and things like that. You can check out some of these videos right up here if you want to go see some of those filming locations that we have been to. But that is it for today. I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll catch you on the next video. Have a good one.